Maybe. Yes, sir.
Welcome back to the Maybe Yes Sir podcast. Rory roars again, back to back for Rory McIlroy after falling behind early to Cam Young. We are, of course, recording this on a Sunday. The Shlee is here, Bevy is here, but first I feel it's important to acknowledge that we're all missing the great Verne Lundquist today in the 16th Tower.
No doubt.
We miss his calls on 16 every year, and his contribution to the Masters, and more importantly, none of this would be possible without Uncle Verne. So, tip of the cap to Uncle Verne. Hopefully, he was somewhere enjoying a nice scotch today. Shlee, how are you?
I'm doing fantastic, Kidley. It was a great weekend, up 15 units, betting on the Masters, which is always great. My only thing I'm left with at the end of this tournament is, what did the boys at Hollywood Golf and Country Club in County Down, Ireland do to get cut off before midnight? Because they had copious amounts of Stellas on that table, but when the winning putt went in, the table was dry. There was nothing on it. So I don't know what the boys did. They got a little rowdy, I guess, and they got cut off. I didn't think that happened in Ireland.
It's a nice observation. I did notice the pints on the table leading up to it, but I didn't notice that they're all taken away at the winning putt.
There was 1 pint of Guinness at the very end of it to the table. It was shocking behavior by the bar staff.
Before I get to Bevy, Shlee, I thought you might open up with maybe an apology on behalf of Big Shot Bob McIntyre for his goonish conduct at the Augusta National Country Club.
Who has not flipped off an inanimate object like a body of water when they've hit a ball into it? He had a rough time out there, Big Shot Bob. It was a rough couple weeks for him. So he'll be back. He'll be back.
Shlee, many people are wondering, maybe your hot take of putting it out there that he was going to win a major just added too much stress to Big Shot. Couldn't handle it.
It may have done that. He had a good start of the season here, too. After I said it, he was playing really well. So I was on top of the world. I placed my bet on him a few weeks ago, and that one didn't come through for me. But what are you going to do?
I think Bob gets away with a lot just because of his Scottish accent. If he was an American and his name was John Williams, we would hate Big Shot Bob.
Exactly, we would. But he's Scottish, and they're allowed to be grumpy and surly. It's part of their nature. Right. It's who they are.
Okay.
It's one of those things that happens. It's like Canadians are allowed to be drunks. It's all good.
Bevy, how are you this evening?
Just lay off Big Shot Bob, okay? It's been he's one of our few bright beacons of hope we've got right now. You know what? I'm doing great. I'm happy that you guys were busy and we couldn't do a Masters preview this week where I would have emphatically picked Rory to finish not in first place again. So you guys saved me a second year in a row of having to say, oh, I can't believe Rory won this thing. But I can't believe he won it. I don't know what he paid the greenkeepers Friday for that softening up in the afternoon, but they decided the tournament Friday afternoon was some very suspect greenkeeping.
The highlight of the day for me today was our text thread and finding out that Bevy wanted Justin Rose to get into a playoff and lose again. That was a nice highlight for me. Bevy just wishing ill upon Justin Rose for no apparent reason.
If it could have been against Big Shot Bob, that would have been even better. So we'll kind of leave that as.
We knew we weren't going to get a Masters like last year, but it was kind of shaping up like we were going to get a dramatic finish today, just the way the horses were lining up, so to speak. But Rory just pulls ahead. I thought Cam Young was looking solid. He faltered there on the back nine. Scottie makes a charge, comes up 1 shot short. He would love to have that approach on 18 back, but Scottie's just doesn't go away. He's like an old prize fighter, right? Like a 12-round fight. He's just going to hang around and hang around. Shlee?
Yeah, I got it written down here. He's still the scariest man in golf. Rory's done great things the last year or so. A lot of people have played well, but he's just still so scary. I'm sure all of us would agree that coming down the stretch, every time they pan to him, you're like, something big's going to happen here. And he came close. If the putt rolls in on 17, which it was a beauty coming down the hill, yeah, we're looking at something a lot different. And I'm willing to say that if that went to a playoff with him and Rory, I don't think Rory would have had the mettle to stare down Scottie.
Yeah. I don't think he wanted that one to go to a playoff.
Bringing up Scott like this, I mean, those tee shots would have been incredible on a 73rd hole, but I couldn't help but think, and I haven't been on Twitter, so maybe the world is making this comparison, but this to me just like smacked me in the face of Tom Brady versus Mahomes in the Super Bowl. If today goes differently, it's just one of those legacy games because now Rory's up to 6, Scotty's still at 4, versus if they'd gone to 5-5 and Scotty had chased down Rory, that would have been completely different. So it's crazy to say Rory like needed this, but this was an emphatic win for his legacy to get a win at the Masters over Scotty like that. That's just like when it's all said and done, Scotty might still blow way past him, but that's a huge, huge win for legacy rankings.
Yep, agreed. 12 under through 36 holes and finished at 12 under. So kind of hung on all weekend. Like he said in the press conference, I just watched a bit of it. He said, lucky some of the guys from behind just didn't catch fire like they did last year, like Rose, right? Because if somebody posts 13 or 14 and he has to get to that number, like we said, it's a different story. But that early double on 4, that shaky 3-putt from 6 feet, you're like, oh man, I've seen this movie before, but he righted the ship somehow.
I love that movie. I was disappointed that they changed it.
I know. You always cheer for the worst in everyone, Bevy. We like that. We like that about you.
I was cheering for him over Sam Burns. I was so happy that Sam Burns ejected from our television on like the 3rd hole of the day, and we didn't have to watch him.
Yeah. Quick.
Funny enough, Bevy,
by Sam.
I was also happy about Sam Burns tying for opening round lead because that's where I made most of my money this weekend. So that's.
But someone said to me, they're like, "Oh, why do you not like Sam Burns, but you like Cam Young? Cam Young is so boring." And I couldn't believe that. Cam Young to me might be boring off the golf course, but on the golf course, he's electric. The drives are incredible. He takes risks. His putting is improved. Like I love watching him golf. You say what you want about him in terms of being kind of playing off the course, but on the course, he's fantastic.
That's all I want. No, I don't really care about what these guys are like off the course, really. To your point, Bevy, amazing to watch on TV. Like not a lot of guys like come through the television like he does when he steps up and hits driver and he hits, those flighted irons like he does as well. He is a lot of fun to watch. What else do we have? What else do you got today, Shlee? What else stood out to you? What about Rosie? What about Rosie? Should we take a few minutes and just talk about Rosie?
Rosie, it really looked like it was going to happen again there on the front. He started rolling things in, looked like he was never going to miss a putt again, and that's basically become his MO. He's gonna play a little base to base baseball, and but once he gets to the green, he's going to start rolling things, and it looked like that was going to happen, and it just kind of fell apart a little bit. Bevy, you got something to say?
Well, okay. So I watched him hit that tee shot on 10, and then immediately start stuffing something down his gullet, he was just like cramming food in.
Yeah.
What was he eating?
I don't know.
The speed and the quantity of food he was consuming, I thought at that exact moment, it reminded me of Stenson crushing a banana on like the 80th hole of the British Open in his famous battle with Mickelson. And I was like, that's so weird that he'd choose now to crush a banana when he's like in this epic. And it just made no sense. I know a lot of guys like to eat at the turn, but what he was consuming and the speed at which he was doing, I thought he was done.
Yeah, it was like somebody panic drinking before they had to go up and make a best man speech at a wedding or something. Like
the taxi's out front, finish your beers quick and get out there.
Yeah. I mean, he would love to have that eagle putt back on 13 that he raced by. That was it basically for him after that.
Yeah.
The winds were out of the sails. And like the shot tracer, like we commented on our text thread, that thing was like wide right. But yeah, CBS kind of blew a few things today on the telecast. That was one of them. The shot tracer was kind of off. A few other weird things going on. But yeah, that one threw me for a loop when that landed right at the hole.
I would give so much to get just one of those ground level back of the 18th tee box shots where we can actually just see that thing so narrow. You're going to be able to track it for so long. Well, not Rory today. That was insane how far right he hit that. But I'd love to just get a better shot. And on some of them, they were just showing the guy, not even the flight. And a couple of weird kind of things like that.
Yeah, I'm not sure I like the drones as much at Augusta as I do other places for some reason. I'm kind of with you, Bevy. I kind of like the ground shots to see the contour and whatnot. And yeah, I don't know. Just for some reason, to me, the drone shots aren't that great around Augusta. I like more of the ground level shots.
Kidley, what'd you think of that tee shot on 18 from Rory?
I don't know what that was. I'm not sure if he commented on it yet or not. Shlee, your thoughts on that?
I've hit that tee shot before, and that is out of bounds on the simulator. So I was pissed off that he was allowed to play it from over there. That's a bunch of horse shit. So that's what I had to say about that.
It's almost like one of those things where he's like, the only thing I can't do is snipe it quick left into the shit there, and then I'm really. But I mean, he got lucky that wasn't up against a tree or under a little bush or something, because he had to grind for that 5.
He hit it so far right that it was almost okay.
Yeah.
Like, I know he hit a big banana to get it back towards the green, but like if he hadn't hit it quite as far, he would have been in much more tree trouble. So yeah, it just made me think the whole time I wanted Scottie to roll that putt so bad on 17.
Yeah, for sure. No, that looked like it was in the whole way. That was the Jack in 86. Verne, maybe yes, sir. Right there. That was it. It was like the exact same camera angle. It looked like that thing had to just drip like to Scottie's right a little bit at the end.
Do you think someone would have the balls on the call to say maybe yes, sir? I think Immelman's pulling that out, or maybe Nance goes to the maybe like after it goes in on a replay, he says it sort of in jest,
right? Like referring to it somehow.
Because I'm sure when Rory was on 16, I think it was Immelman who was like, "Oh, this is going to be very hard for him to get it within 5 feet." And I'm like, no chance. We all saw Tiger drip this in. Everybody is expecting this ball to finish within a foot of the funnel pin.
Right.
That is all I thought the whole time. I was like, didn't Tiger actually, didn't this go in before? Like, I didn't. Right. Was wondering what he was thinking there. And when they're giving him credit for all of his ingenious thought process that went into the shot, I'm just like, we've seen this exact shot before. Like, it's been
the most famous shot of all time.
Yeah. I mean, easy to say. I think the pin was in a bit of a different location. It was a little
further.
Yeah, a little further. And plus, you got the pressure of the 20th hole of the Masters. Like, you goose that one with a little bit too much speed up the hill, and it's racing by like 6 or 7 feet, right? Mm-hmm. So for it to finish stone dead was pretty impressive.
I did love Rosie chunking a wedge about 6 feet there.
That was actually when it was done. That was when it was over,
That made me pretty happy. That was good.
Oh, man. Yeah, on 12. Yeah, that was not his best. No, not his best for sure. Just going back to the maybe yes sir call by Verne, and you guys know this, I'm sure, but like going back and watching some of these old Masters clips that I have the last little while, it was actually Ben Wright on 16 that gave it the first yes sir. He didn't add the maybe, but there was this old English guy in the tower on 15 named Ben Wright, surly old Brit. And when Jack made eagle on 15, he gave it the yes. And then Verne followed up on 17 with a maybe. Yes, sir. So yeah, Ben Wright actually kind of gets lost in history there a little bit.
As he should.
So basically you're saying, Kidley, is that Verne's a fraud. He stole everything about himself. And we stole his call for the pod. So hey, we're just a bunch of thieves.
No. Yeah. Verne dunked hard on the tower on 15 by making his call and showing like, hey, this is actually an even better version of your move.
Yeah. Just
it's like someone beating MJ with their tongue out.
Exactly.
Verne's the GOAT. And everybody was thinking of Verne on 16 today too. Like, how could you not be thinking of Verne the whole time Rory was back there?
Yep, for sure. But just to finish up on Ben Wright, he was awesome. Like, he has this call in 1991 after Tom Watson. It's Tom Watson and Ian Wisdom down the stretch. And Tom Watson hits his second shot into 15. And he refers to the shot as a stroke, which I thought was awesome. He just, oh, what a stroke! in like the English accent. I'm like, referring to a 220-yard like 1-iron as a stroke is amazing. It was just a great call. I just got such a giggle out of that. So yeah, Ben Wright.
That is good.
What about Victor? What about Victor Hovland's 250-yard 2-iron stroke that cleared the water and then went into the water on 16 or whatever? That was unbelievable. That was one of the things I really took from this weekend. Was Augusta was truly Augusta this weekend. We haven't had it.
It was tough.
The way it was hard.
Tough. Yeah, it was firm out there today.
It was, but when it wasn't on Friday, I feel like they gave away a bunch of the tournament. Friday afternoon was an absolute shooting gallery.
I don't know. I mean, yeah, it was. They
Big
did
Shot
water the
Bob didn't
golf
find it that
course.
way.
Yeah, I mean, it was tough. They did water the golf course and soften it a bit, but I mean, I don't know. A lot of people on the grounds will argue that and say, "Hey, man, like it was firm, it was fast, and all weekend it was firm and fast." Look at the scores today.
The weekend
mean,
was fair. I thought
yeah.
Thursday was fantastic. I just think that late Friday window was too much of an advantage for getting to see how slow things were playing throughout the morning.
The greens were slower on Friday. Everybody did say that. Wonder what Sergio thought of the golf course.
The fireballs.
We need to get rid of Sergio.
What a
Like
joke.
I said today, I would love for them just to send him a letter and politely say you are no longer welcome here. It's an invitational. They can make up whatever they want.
I think it's in play. I think it's absolutely in
Yeah.
play. Like Augusta does not like that crap. And yeah, you know what? When Sergio won, that was probably the most dejected I've been because I've been a long time Sergio detractor. But I have to say, the next year watching him dump about 6 balls in a row into the creek on 15 was phenomenal and eject before the weekend and then have to stick around to put the jacket on.
Yeah.
So that was great. And I have to say now watching his ghost just stumble around Augusta every year is one of my favorite parts. I love how goofy he looks in his Fireballs outfit, how upset he seems all the time. Like, how grumpy would you be if you got stuck sitting next to Sergio at the Champions dinner on Wednesday and he's just complaining about everything nonstop? So I kind of like his ghost just wandering Augusta every spring.
I mean, it's the second hole. Like, what, he was out of the tournament. Like, what is he expecting? Like,
his ball was in play. He got a par.
Yeah, horrible behavior. Horrible behavior by Sergio. I would love to see them give him the death penalty and just see ya. God, that would be great.
Mm-hmm.
Did that. Jeez. I was shocked by P. Reed, obviously, faltering all weekend. I don't even know what he finished at. I think he finished at -5 or -4 or something, but shocked to see him slide down the leaderboard all weekend, especially yesterday after opening with 3 straight birdies. You kind of figured that psycho would be around all weekend.
Are you guys kind of in on the Reed redemption arc?
Sure, I love it. It's like
I love it too.
It's like a wrestling story for sure.
I love that he dresses in all in black like he's Johnny Cash out there. It's 30 degrees out. He doesn't care. It's just sweat, and he celebrates like a penguin, swinging his arms in little circles when he makes a big putt. Like he's kind of endearing now for a cheater who's also a scumbag.
Yep.
We are missing the true villains. We've had to make Xander and Patrick Cantley into villains. They're not true villains because nobody gives a shit about them.
Yeah, they're just
P.
boring.
Reed's an actual villain, and
yeah,
it's great to have him back around. And it was some of the more exciting times when starts moving up the leaderboard. I want nothing to do with him winning the tournament. So it's just like it's a good hate watch. Which, as you guys know, I love a hate watch.
And none of the players want to see him on the top of the leaderboard either. Like, not this guy. Are you serious?
And he kind of feeds off of it. So, it's great.
He's got stones, man. He goes at pins that other guys don't go at. Like, that's why he shoots some of those crazy rounds, because he just takes some wild chances.
His short game is unbelievable. Like, the way he hits those little pitch shots and chip shots, especially around Augusta, his short game is second to none. Jeez, just incredible stuff. Sticking with villains, Bryson tripling 18 for a trunk slam. That gave me I kind of smiled at that one. I don't know why.
Yeah.
What a goofball. Did you see him win in South Africa 2 weeks ago, where he was trying like the alligator tears to cry like in his caddy's arms after the win? He was trying his hardest to cry. He is so there's nothing genuine about that guy. Everything's such a put on and so phony.
Very contrived. Everything that he does is for likes, for views, for whatever he can get out of it.
Yeah. How many more years do we have to go with him? Another 4? 3? What did the U.S. Open buy him?
Yeah, 5 years in the majors.
So he's got 3 more Masters before we don't have to put up with him.
Yeah, I see him. I don't know how long he lasts on Live. Yeah, he's gonna make his own irons. I think he's gonna rent out a spot in Keith Riel's basement, start manufacturing his own clubs in Louis' basement, Airbnb style. What a goofball! What a complete goof! Yeah.
Speaking of the Live guys, we need Terrell back.
Yeah.
Hatton, yeah, we need Hatton back. I love that guy. That swing, it just looks like it. He looks like he should be playing a muni. Like it's just awesome, and he just makes the ball, gets the ball in the hole somehow. I don't get it.
He's
Love
very
seeing the little
snappy,
troll out
isn't
there.
he?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
His swing is very quick and kind of violent.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Solid
Yeah.
player. Exceptional iron player. And
Yeah.
yeah, he had a chance for sure. He's a fighter. Yeah, you miss a guy like that for sure. Week in and week out on the tour. They definitely miss him. Rom, we need Rom back too. I don't like how Rom's kind of fading away. Cam Smith, 6 straight majors, miscut. I mean, he's pretty much written off now.
Cam's retired. He did what he wanted. Now he's retired.
Yeah.
Absolute shame. Absolute shame.
Even they said they were talking about how DJ won the COVID Masters. So I
Yeah.
think it was 6 years ago.
Yeah.
Like that guy couldn't, when he left for Live, I was like, oh man, DJ's going. That guy couldn't be more irrelevant. Nobody cares. He doesn't even care. He just kind of shows up for something to do. It's unbelievable how that guy just sailed off into the sunset of not caring.
Yep. Yep, for sure. What else you got, Shlee? What else you have in your notepad from today?
I did have a couple things here. Do we like that? Like every other guy can just drive 3 now. Like, is that good or not?
No,
Like, what's your guys' thoughts?
Yeah, it's kind of not great. I'm not sure what they could do there. Obviously, it being firm and fast, everybody kind of got it to the green or just before the green.
I've got an idea. Get rid of that bunker so that everything that rolls off left doesn't get caught and it just spits it even further down into the muck. I think it's 7 that runs parallel to it. Spit everything into the trees on 7. Because I kind of like drivable par 4s. I think that's fun. And when you watch that hole, like it's actually really, really hard to drive it, depending on where the pin is. So like a lot of days, if you tuck that pin somewhere, like you're not going to want to drive it. But yeah, I would just say get rid of that bunker and just really make it play punitive if you come up short.
It'd be interesting to see.
Now we're a golf architecture pod as well. Like we're not we're like
I got lots of ideas.
I'd be interested to see the scoring average, how it compared to last year. But yeah, I think Scottie was the only one to hold the green. Michael Brennan drove it 17 yards over the green today and made par. Yeah, I love a drivable par 4. But I just think too many guys now are able to just drive it up there and have a little pitch up the hill. I don't mind the idea of the bunker being removed, but now we're
mucking with history.
We're mucking with history, and yeah.
Wait, did you guys see the blowers coming out on 12 when before Rose chunked his shot there? What were they getting rid of for him?
I didn't see that.
2 guys are walking out with the full blowers to come blow some muck off the back of the green around his ball, and then they kind of cut away. So I don't know, like, do they let him mark his ball? Will they blow all the debris away from around his ball?
Oh,
I've never seen that before. They always talk about the secret fans they have back there to push and pull depending on who's at hitting, but I'd never actually seen them so blatantly just bring out blowers like that.
Yeah, I saw that as well. They were coming up behind him and everything. You could tell they were kind of asking where they were supposed to be, and then all of a sudden, they cut away. So,
It's an interesting one. I never saw that. Did you see Rosie yesterday? His shot on 12 go long and like bounce and hit the top of the rake and bounce back into play? Never seen that before. Like the rake is like up and to the left of the bunker, like in the pine straw and like the bushes.
Wow.
Rosie landed like the back of 12. Catapults forward, hits like the top of the rake, and bounces back to pretty much where he was today. Wild.
Yeah.
Totally wild.
Crazy.
Yeah.
The other thing I thought of from my notebook, those shots that Cam and Rory had from over the green on 13, back towards the pin, right towards the front of the creek. And they played it 2 different ways, which was kind of cool. Rory putted his so slowly, way out left, and Cam hit the little chipper. And man, I just wanted to stand up there and just try to hit that shot because those guys hit incredible shots. And there was a second with each of them where I thought that might go in the creek.
Yeah.
Like it just, that was fun Augusta. That was like treachery Augusta, which was great.
A couple groups before, Houghton Lee had putted it back into the water.
Yes, on his way to a 10.
He made a 10. So
I think Scottie was not happy about that either.
No,
Scottie had a long wait while Houghton was going left and right.
But knowing Scottie, about that was all I was thinking about when both of them were getting ready to take their shots. I'm just like, 2 groups ago, a guy putted this ball into the water. This could definitely, and the fact that one was putting and one was chipping, I didn't know what was the better play. I was shocked at Rory playing it that way, but he had that downslope, so I guess he couldn't chip it. So
Cam Young's especially, that was like 2 more revolutions to catching that slope and ending up in the tributary for sure.
It was scary for sure.
Going back to Scottie and being paired with How Tongue, Scottie had some interesting pairings this week. He had to put up with Grumpy Bob, Grumpy Big Shot. That was something I had in my notebook as well. I guarantee you, and we could monitor this, I guarantee you, Scottie has never paired on a Thursday or Friday again for the rest of his career with Big Shot Bob McIntyre. Something to watch. I guarantee you that never happens. Scottie, somehow, some way, his agent, or he'll make a comment, somehow, I guarantee you he's never paired with Big Shot Bob again.
I would love to see them go head-to-head in the singles Ryder Cup in the future.
Right? Yeah.
That'd be so good.
Oh, God. Big Shot. The Debutant trophy is split 3 ways. Our guy, Michael Brennan, gets a share of the top Debutant, along with Samuel Stevens and Chris Gotterup. So, an unfortunate late double bogey by Brennan today on 17. Went all tournament without making a double. Hit it left on 17, hit it long, couldn't get up and down. So, an unfortunate double. Got it to 5 under at one point after 13 and bogeyed 14. Parred 15, parred 16, double on 17 and par 18. So T24 finish for young Michael. Nice finish. I'm sure he wanted more, as everybody else does around there. But nice.
Great first run.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep. Won a little money on the top Debutant. Always my favorite bet. So kind of fitting that one came through for me. So that's good.
FIFA didn't make the cut for me for top amateur, so
no amateur did. No amateur in the Butler cabin this year with Rory to accept the trophy. I love Fred Ridley. I wish we had more guys like Fred Ridley in the game of golf. The gentleman he is, Mr. Fred Ridley. God, I wish he was more involved somehow. He's good.
I've got another grumpy take for you guys.
Yeah.
I've had enough about the lads at the golf course in Ireland. Rory doesn't know these guys. Rory lives in Florida. He doesn't give 2 hoots about the 20-year-olds crushing beers in Ireland right now. It's just an excuse to get after it. And in his answer, he basically, without saying it, said as much. Like, he doesn't care at all.
And Jim Nance thought he was going to get the waterworks from Rory on that one. It was close. He started to well up a little bit.
He went for the parents, the knife twist with the parents.
Yeah. Jim knows what he's doing.
Yeah. Remember when he got Faldo crying when they played a tribute for him a couple of years ago and he was retiring? That was an all-timer. It's like 1:30 in the afternoon and Faldo's just bawling, and then he's got to go back to work for another 3 minutes.
Shankadoodles, Jim. You really got me there. Sir Nick would just weep like a baby, for sure. Yeah,
he's good.
Yeah, very good stuff there. What else did I have? Shlee, go ahead.
I got one
here. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was on tee box on 16. There was 2 guys standing behind the tee box, or it was at the green, one or the other. But both of them had a hat on. Both hats definitely purchased at Augusta. One of them said egg salad, and one of them said now driving. Cool or not, guys?
No,
it's atrocious. Although I think the now driving one is real. I think egg salad might have been a knockoff. That's so far. Egg salad can't be real.
That was like a billboard. That hat was
and he was like poking out behind somebody. I've had the egg salad. I've mixed it with the pimento. It's good, but the egg salad hat is too much.
He was there. He was there Thursday through Sunday.
And even the Amen corner hats. The gear is bad now. Like, there's so many classy Augusta pieces of apparel that are just amazing. And then the hats have just gone too far. But they all have. All these courses with the big letters hats. They're just goofy.
Speaking of going too far, Kevin Hart, Jason Kelsey, part of the par 3. I think we need to dial back the par 3. Let's rein this in here a bit. Why is Kevin Hart out there with Bryson? Do we need Jason Kelsey? What is ESPN hitching their wagon to Jason Kelsey and just riding him for however long they can.
Maybe it's just
bad.
a TGL thing. Like they're just something to get people watching. As I said to you guys in the text while the par 3 was on, the par 3's there for 2 reasons. Let the kids get out there and have some fun, and 2 is to prove that every professional golfer married the exact same woman. That's basically it.
Yeah.
Did you guys see the drive, chip, and putt kid that was nuking bombs like way past
Yes.
90 crosshand early in the
Yes.
week? Like, we
Yes.
need more of kids golfing on TV at Augusta. We need more of the women's event they do the week before at Augusta. We need more Augusta. We don't need more goofy celebrities.
Yeah.
I sat and
No.
watched the drive, chip, and putt with my daughter, and there was the 9 and 10-year-olds, I believe it was. The girls were up putting, so she was very interested in that. They were putting the lights out. It was awesome. They were downhill. It would just take off. Like they did not make it easy for those girls, and they were doing a great job. Yeah, it was fantastic. I really liked it.
And so let me this be my first time for the year saying we need a Himalayas putting course somewhere in Winnipeg, like at the old course. We need to get mini putt in at these clubs around Winnipeg so that you can have a spot for older members and younger members to come out and play for an hour. Book a tee time, play your 27 holes of mini golf with all sorts of undulating parts. It's a phenomenal way to spend some time and get a whole bunch of people playing.
Yep. 100%. 100%. One other funny note I had was from earlier in the week press conference with Rory McIlroy talking about his prep for Augusta. And he mentioned that, yeah, I would drop Poppy off at school and then hop on the private jet and go to play around at Augusta. And I'd be home at night for Poppy for like to have dinner with her. I'm like, oh yeah, that's we could all relate to that, Rory. You know,
Normal dad.
that must be nice. Drop your daughter off at daycare and hop on the PJ to Augusta, play 18 holes in 3 hours and be home for dinner.
So I've thought about this. What do you guys think? Is Rory driving her there, or is Rory sitting in the back seat with her while they're being driven to daycare?
I bet he drives her.
Yeah.
You think so?
Drives her. Yeah. I bet he drives
This
her.
is the exact same thing, Bevy, that happens when we play at 10 o'clock at Southwood in the summer.
Actually, it's
I go-
exactly what I do in the summer.
I drop Lucy off at my mother-in-law's. She hangs out there. I go play golf, and then I come back and pick her up afterwards. Sometimes it's at a camp that I
Yeah,
drop her off and then get over there.
God bless Minnie you on the way between my house and the golf
Yeah.
course, both on the drop off and pick up. Grab a
Yeah.
sandwich, maybe do an hour of work before or after the round. Lovely summer
Yeah.
day.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I thought that was funny. Just very nonchalant talking about hopping on the PJ after dropping his daughter off at daycare and being home for dinner.
That is actually one of the things. Him saying that I like how much he played over the last 3 weeks at Augusta and everything. It kind of showed today with the short game, though.
Yeah.
Like the amount of those shots that he was prepared for, that he had around the greens. Yeah. Because between him and Cam, that was the difference. Cam's putter held him in there for the first 6 holes. And when the putter went cold, that was it. And I don't think, really, he didn't hit the ball that well today compared to how well he putted at the beginning. That's at the beginning of the round was when I thought, oh, Cam might actually run away with this because he was converting everything. But the second that putter went cold and he started burning edges, it was kind of over from there for him.
What did you think when Scottie rolled in back-to-back par saves on like 6 and 7? I was like, uh-oh, if he gets this going. Like for a second there, I was like, man, Scottie might win this by 2 or 3. And then it's just the coronation.
Yeah. Yeah. And then he birdies 15 from nowhere.
Oh, from jail.
Right? Like the guy's so resilient. He just does not go away. And then hits a great shot on 16. Yeah. Can't get enough of Scottie. He's a pleasure to watch for sure. Yeah. But Rory is the champ, back to back. I guess like such a floodgate. The floodgates are open. It's such a bad cliche, but I mean, like, guy's just playing with house money now. Like, what's gonna stop him from winning there every year? Like, you got to think for the next, I don't know, 10 years. He's the favorite. You know, hard to say what's gonna happen, but I mean, he's gonna be in contention for 10 years.
If Scottie and Meredith figure out a little bit better family planning and stop having kids like a week before Augusta, I would still say Scottie's the favorite for the next 10 years.
Yeah, him and Rory. I mean,
but Rory's right there. I mean, it's tough to bet against him for next year.
Yep.
But I will.
For sure.
I got big shot, Bob.
We know. Yeah.
I hope Rosie has enough cryogenic chambers and ice baths to make one more run next year so we can watch him try valiantly and come up short one more time.
I love
I think
I do love those fist bumps that he has where
Yeah.
he's pointing to the crowd. Such a showman now, Rosie.
Yeah.
I love that.
As he's doing this for 4 straight days, though, I just keep thinking he's the same age as me. There's no chance I could walk that course 4 straight days.
Yeah.
Tiring. I will miss him when he's gone. I like to make fun of him, you know, and all that sort of stuff, but he is incredibly additive to all of the events he's competitive in. The Ryder Cup is awesome
Yep.
with him doing goofy things out there. The Masters last year was incredible because of his Sunday.
For sure. Yep.
He's a born Euro captain for the Ryder Cup, huh?
God.
Yeah. Credit to Rosie. We need him around for a long time. In fact, I'd love him in the broadcast booth after, just saying all sorts of
100%.
weird stuff. He'd be
And
good.
he'd be great in the tower one day at Augusta somewhere. Yep.
Big
Perfect
thumbs
guy
up
for that.
to Trev today too. Trev does a great job.
Yep.
Immelman,
Him and
just love him.
him
to
and
death.
Jans do it. Him and Nance do a great job.
Yeah.
Yep. That's it, boys. That's all I got.
That's
Anybody
it.
else have anything in their notebook before we sign off?
No, we're a few
No, I
weeks
did-
away here, boys. We're going to be playing in a few weeks.
Yeah, I hope so. Yeah, get some warm weather, a little more rain,
Yep.
get rid of the snow, and away we go.
I'm cognizant of our bet that we made to try to get our handicaps down. I've started practicing a wee bit, but I think my biggest thing is I've been watching Cam's putter, and it looks pretty nice on TV, so I might pick up one of those 7.2s and see if it can fix my short game the way it has Cam's.
And there you go.
It's all about the
I won't
spider.
practice.
Top
I won't practice,
top 2 had spiders this week, boys. Top 2 have spiders.
That's true.
All right, that's it. We are at like 35 minutes. Everybody have a great week. Thanks for listening as always. Follow along on YouTube. Close to 1,000 subscribers now. Our little podcast is doing good numbers. Have a great week, everyone. We'll talk soon.
See you, boys.